Welcome to the Elevating Leaders series, where we go beyond the headlines and straight to the people who are redefining insurtech and business transformation. We've caught up with the visionaries and the pioneers that are currently driving the industry forward, bringing you exclusive insights, strategies, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. If you're ready to go deeper, this is your front row seat to the future of insurance. I'm Miguel Edwards, and this is 5 Minutes. You talk about the kind of the I'll call them salary bands for the individual contributors, and it's funny. I think there was a time when I was first starting out in insurance where that was typically reserved for the actuaries, right? Because you've got these really smart, brilliant people and high demand, but they're not going to be leaders of 100-person organizations. Saw the trend then move into data scientists, right? So then we've got the data scientists. And now we've got AI coming in and all. So there's a shift now organizationally and from a leadership perspective that insurance companies are having to think differently about what leadership looks like and how to lead through organizations. Can you look in your crystal ball and think about where you see insurance going as an industry, and talk to me a little bit about the transformation you think is going to have to occur from a leadership perspective to manage the future insurance organization?
It's going to come back to what it always was. It started out as a people serving people business, and it's going to come back full circle on that. Technology is, people should not be afraid of technology. Technology is going to allow people to care more. It's not going to displace important roles. It is not going to stop people from growing and learning and giving input. I think what technology is going to allow to happen is for people to make sound decisions, to help others, and to lead bravely into the future. And so I see the role of the manager of the future is really helping to help all of those people that I talked about in that ecosystem at the beginning, the customers, the employees, the distributors, the beneficiaries. They all have important needs. And the company, the industry, has an obligation to keeping the promise. My biggest concern, and one of the reasons that I'll never give up trying to transform the insurance industry, is that we have to stay relevant for the future. What insurance stands for will always exist. Protecting yourself against, in the property and health space, it's catastrophic loss. Something terrible happened.
Right.
I'm a Florida resident, and you watch that every day on the news, right? With health, you go through a health scare, and it's the most terrifying, lonely time, and you could be financially ruined by that. Insurance helps with that. On the life and annuity side, in life insurance, it is a gift of love. If you are the person buying the policy and the insured, you will never be there if it's used.
Right.
But the person you leave behind will know that gift of love.
Sure.
In the annuity space, which I think is the fun insurance, you're going to give me money, I'm going to give you more money back, and you're going to have dignity in retirement. So what this industry stands for, technology, especially, I have to say it because then I get my points for the day, AI.
Sure, yeah.
It is going to help create relevance for the future. Digitization, modernization, data protection, which is something I very much worry about.
Yeah.
These are all things that technology is going to help facilitate so that we can be a people serving people business.
Jackie, you paint such a kind of a humanistic view of insurance, the insurance transaction even, right? Even as transactional as it can be. And there are people who are worried, and I'd like to know what you would say to them about the fact that technology and AI is, kind of contrary to what you're saying, is actually going to create a larger chasm. What do you say to those folks?
Yeah. So I spent a lot of years in operations. Do you know how many times people call and just to make sure they get the right answer? Best thing that AI is going to bring is consistency in service.
Yes.
So you can call and get a consistent, accurate answer because AI is going to pull all of those 7 screens you were looking at to try and get that answer for that person together in one place. Or even better, it's midnight and I want to look that answer up online. And I can do that. And it's gonna bring it together in a way that actually as a human being I can understand, because nobody understands insurance jargon.
Right, right.
And so it's going to facilitate natural language. It's going to facilitate easy answers to hard questions. And so I can't see technology hurting us. And it's also going to make technology understandable. In the old days, as a business person, I always knew when the technology people were trying to BS me because they'd say it in jargon. And I would, so they would make me feel stupid. And I don't understand what you said.
Yeah.
You need to tell me in a way that I understand.
I'm a fifth grader.
Yeah. I need to understand. I'm the business person. Tell me what that means so that I can understand it. Usually if they understood it, they could.
Yeah.
Or I would embarrass them by knowing what they were trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but no, I really feel like it all comes back. It's full circle.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.